Weeks from now, the Virginia General Assembly will begin debate on Governor Glenn Youngkin's proposed budget. Here's what it would mean for you. The proposed budget would cut income taxes, but increase the sales tax. There's also proposed funding increases for mental health, childcare, and also pay increases for teachers and state employees, though the pay increases are smaller than in recent years. Now, with Democrats set to take control of both chambers of the General Assembly, the governor will have to work across the aisle. And something else the governor wants to do is eliminate the property tax on your car. However, it's not in his proposed budget. Randy Ayala joining us now. And Randy, often called the car tax, it's something that a lot of Virginians do not like paying every October. Not everyone on board is on board with this idea, though.
No, that's right, Annie. So some Democrats say to do this, you have to make some major cuts to education and raise taxes, and argue this is just not really a realistic idea. And at this point, it is just an idea. Governor Youngkin presenting his budget proposal to the General Assembly, and eliminating the car tax was not included. But the governor did make some pretty strong statements here, saying the tax belongs in the trash, not your mailbox. We spoke with both Fairfax County Supervisor Pat Harity, who represents the Springfield district, as well as some Democrats we spoke to as well. Now, Harity says while the car tax does bring in a lot of revenue, cutting it is doable as long as all of the burden doesn't fall on the local government.
Budget's gone up 50% in 10 years. Our real estate taxes have gone up 50% in 10 years. We've got room to cut the tax for our residents. People hate this tax.
Well, Senator Scott Survell, who represents the 36th district, says the only way this would work would be to defund higher education, mental health resources, and the state's health care program, while also raising taxes.
It's not a serious proposal. It's a joke. And if he was serious about trying to govern this state, he would have put something into his budget so he would show us what he proposes to do instead of just throwing out a tax cut.
Virginia, not the only state with a personal property tax for cars. 24 other states do it too. But Virginia's car tax at 4% is the highest in the country. That's according to a study from Wallet Hub. All right, so what's next here? The conversation has started. Ideas about how to get this done are floating around. But again, this was not included in the governor's actual budget proposal. And at this point, it does not have bipartisan support. So, of course, it's something we'll be watching very closely for you, and we'll keep you updated if and when things change. Annie.
All right, it's an idea, simply just that at this point, but a lot of people weighing in. It's a hotly debated topic in Virginia. So what do you think about it? Should Virginia get rid of the car tax? I have a post on my Facebook and also X pages if you want to join the conversation there. Or as always, you can text your thoughts to 202-895-5599. We've already heard from so many of you this morning. Look at all of these comments coming in. Some of the responses, just like lawmakers, you're not all on the same side on this issue, including John, who says, this is a great move. I don't understand how more money in your pocket has some people upset. The state will be just fine without our money. Robin weighing in, saying if the money collected for our car taxes, or for car tax pays for anything that cars depend on, keep collecting it. But Fran pointing out here, it's an absolute burden on low middle class folks who are barely trying to keep a roof over our heads with other expenses, for sure. You still have time to share your thoughts and join in on the conversation on social media.